Yo! Happy week 2. Tier 3 subscribers. Welcome to the Underpeel. I'm your host, Talking Banana, Woohoojin. Let's get right into today's matchups. Today, we have Team DUOW versus Team Bing Chilling. And then we have Team Sheriff Onlee versus Team Eclectic Zoo. We're going to get right into deciding the handicaps for these two matches. The games will be played on Sunset today. Zendikars already began the predictions. Here we go. Over to... Bam. What's up? What's up, chat? Place your bets now. Oh, Zendikar. It looks like we have to shorten DUOW in the overlay. All right. Here are our ranks for matchup number 1. Oh, let's get this banana out of the way. All right. We have a clear favorite in this matchup, I'd say. Team Bing Chillin has a slight advantage, inarguably, over DUOW. DUOW repping a bronze player. Additionally, platinum and Diamond 2 tied for 3rd lowest rated in the lobby. So DUOW's got 3 of the lowest rated players in the lobby. Then we do have a mortal player, an Ascendant in Slavo Babel. So, any suggestions, chat? How should we handicap Team Bing Chillin to try and make this a fair match? Any thoughts? Any thoughts? Suggestions are open. Reminder, if you do suggest a handicap that results in overtime, I will be dropping gift card codes into chat. Enzo wants a deadlock pick. That's definitely not significant enough. There is too significant of a mechanical gap, I would say. Sidearms only could be interesting. That'd be pretty close, I think. Only signature abilities and ults? That's an interesting one. Sprout movement keys or keyboard. That's not allowed. That's unenforceable. The handicap must be something we can validate is at play. So anything that involves a keybind change is not allowed because we would not be able to confirm that the players are doing it. No one can play their main role. I don't think that'd be big enough. I'm seeing too much of like a mechanical gap. Like LavFX and Y Crew are going to get laid out. I think pistols versus rifles could go hard, but if anything, that's too unfair for Team Bing Chillin. Oh, I got it. I got it. Oh, here's my idea. What if Team Bing Chillin isn't allowed to kill LavFX or Y Crew unless they kill them with a sidearm? If they happen to kill LavFX or Y Crew with a rifle, they must lose a round on purpose. However, they're allowed to use rifles for the other fights. You think? That's too diff IMO? It's too easy to accident? How? I don't think so. And you can't spray smokes. I mean, they basically can play sidearms only. You know, play sidearms only. Then once Y Crew and LavFX die, you switch to rifles. Double peek them. What do you mean? Just play your pistols first. And so you lack creativity. You're gonna struggle, aren't you? On the full immortal stack, can't they just play sheriffs only until they kill the Y Crew and LavFX? Then they switch to rifles. This Enzo guys, he's gonna have it tough. All of DUOW must play deadlock. Keg, you wanna handicap the underrated team? They can only pick up rifles, can't buy. Ooh, that's also valid. Nah. I like the pistol angle. I'm making an executive decision. We have to make this in Photoshop real quick for our overlay. Bing Chillin can't kill Y Crew or LavFX with a rifle. They have to use pistols. However, they would like to do that is up to them. They can start the round pistol only and then switch once they've killed them. It is up to them. Util knife count. Anything is fair except for a rifle kill. Does that make sense? No. Pistol. How do we word it shortly? We'll just say this. No rifles versus Y Crew / Lav. That's our handicap for match 1. No primary. You're right. You're right. Not rifles. Primaries. Anything you'd press the 1 key on your keyboard. If you get a primary kill on Y Crew or Lav, they must lose the next round. Okay. Our next matchup is off stream between @Gold and Tinfoil Rex. Ooh. Chamber all good then? Yes. That's an ability. We'll give it to him. Isn't TRX doing deadlock only? That's not enough. I don't think that's enough looking at this matchup. Yeah, Goyd has to play deadlock. But we got to stay on topic, chat. We've only got 20 minutes to do all the handicaps. TRX no ults. Who's getting the handicap? Obviously Tinfoil Rex. Only util every other round. So they can't use any abilities. Ooh. I mean, Zammy's the one suggesting it. And Zammy's on team Tinfoil Rex. Only util kills every round? Dude, that would be impossible. Wait, that's Stuart. You're suggesting this? You're on Tinfoil Rex. Only utility kills. You can only kill them using utility. Every other round. All right. Tinfoil Rex is in chat demanding this specific handicap. What about knife as well? Yeah, sure. Fine. Team Tinfoil Rex has specifically requested this handicap. On even rounds where you add up the round count at the top and the number is even, Team TRX has to kill using abilities only. And knives. They've requested it. And we've agreed. Can it be odd because pistol? Yeah, sure. Is 0 even? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I figured you'd want pistol round to be util, but fine. Fine. On odd rounds. You have to add the rounds up and it has to be even or odd. Who's at me? No, I don't even care. This is off stream. You guys figure out if you're doing it on pistol round or the round after. All right? You guys figure it out with At Gold. Make sure At Gold understands which round is getting alternated for util kills. Game 3 on stream. We've got Team Sheriff Onlee and Team Eclectic Zoo. And I would like the casters to specifically take note at the player names on Team Eclectic Zoo, because it has been requested that they refer to the players by their name. So we have someone, the Spike, the other caster, there, and there. So casters, please be mindful to respect our players' usernames. All right. What handicap shall we apply to Team Sheriff Onlee, chat? We have a gargantuan skill gap. Sheriff Onlee? Nah, they'd easily win. Not even close. They can only send out one player at a time. Frenzy only. Ooh. Frenzy only is pretty close. That's too difficult? It is not. That's pretty close. The non-immortals in chat don't understand the skill gap at play here. Five Frenzy might not be enough. Pistols only? No Sheriff? Nah, the Ghost is too broken. The Ghost is too broken. You'd effectively be able to take fights at any range if you could use all pistols. And so it'd be really hard for the enemy team to outmaneuver you. Frenzy only really kneecaps your long range, you know? No Ghost, no Sheriff. So you specifically want to be able to buy shorties. And use the classic. I fuck with it. Fuck with it. Frenzy, shorty, classic only. Guns under 500 creds. Yeah, I like that. I like that. That's good. And we will say no chamber. No chamber. All right, Team Sheriff Onlee. Because chambers is too, you understand. No pick and chamber. Everything else is fine. Like Jet Knives is fine here. Neon Ult is fine. But no chamber. Because he has a non-ultimate gun, you know? I think everything else is fair play, though. I mean, I guess you could pick Chamber, just no using Headhunter. So if you want to pick Chamber, but not use his Headhunter, I'm also down for that. This is a handicap for Team Sheriff only. No Hunter plus no Chamber. No, ultimates are fine, I think. I think ultimates are fine. How do we word it? How do we word it? Guns under 500 smackos. I like it. I like it. That's handicap number 2. All right. Now we're moving on to our final matchup. This is our closest matchup. We have Bananas Who Fly versus Girls minus Zendikar. Honestly, I think this one's pretty close. I think we just let them play it out. But that's no fun. So we're going to give an equal handicap to both teams. Oh, and team, that's right. That's right. One of the teams has to play deadlock. Agreed. Yeah, Girls minus Zendikar is forced to play a deadlock because they spoiled the results of their match early. Bananas Who Fly needs tidy nerf. I don't think so, man. I don't think so. Moon is like IGL diff. Actually, maybe. How about... Oh, I've got it. Everyone has to play Omen. That's a slight nerf for Bananas Who Fly because Girls minus Zendikar has 3 Omen mains. Now, of course, they have 1 deadlock. So Girls minus Zendikar has 4 Omens and 1 deadlock. That way, any strats that have been prepared ahead of time are thrown out the window. But now everyone's on Omen. That's a slight buff for the team with 3 Omen mains, you know? The deadlock punishment is honestly OP for the 4 Omen team. Yeah, but they need a slight buff. There goes our prep. You guys have prep? No, that's tough. You should make less agent specific prep next time. All right, yeah. 9 Omens and a deadlock in game 4. Good luck. We will be back very shortly. Here's our matchups one last time that we're about to watch. We're going to be watching first up Team DUOW versus Bing Chilling, where we'll be witnessing Bing Chilling attempt to win without killing LavFX and Y Crew. Anything but, well, with primary weapons. You want playing attack defense in game 1? I don't know. I don't care. You guys want to flip a coin? I don't think it matters here. We'll just say the team on the left starts attack. If you guys don't want to flip a coin or anything, doesn't really matter to me. All right. Enjoy the music. We'll be right back for game 1 in about 10 minutes, chat. Get hyped. 3 subscribers, are you ready? I can see the players are exiting the range now. We're getting ready to enter Agent Select. As usual, the Underpeel games start exactly as scheduled. Reminder that the observing is done by our lovely moderator Pen Flash. Casting done by Keg Kremer 3. Make sure you check them out. I'm getting ready to hand you over to them right now. While the broadcast is on no delay, the feed we're receiving from our observer Pen Flash is on a 2-minute delay to ensure that no foul play can occur. Not that we think it would. We're going into Agent Select! I'm gonna hand you over to the casters. Keg, Grubber 3. Enjoy the games. Thank you, thank you. Oh, let me fix that. That's my bad.
Uh-oh.
Now they have you. My bad. Go back and do that whole bit over again. But my fault,
Really
not
cool
Brad's
intro,
fault.
Keg.
My
Cheers
fault,
for
my
that,
fault.
man.
I was just finishing the story about how I rescued all those children from the orphanage.
That was incredible, and the part where you just stopped a car with your own hands, that was amazing.
It was superhuman. It's one of those stories that I don't think could ever be repeated. But anyways, you know,
The English language doesn't have the capabilities to do that
Choose
story.
your
again.
we
agent.
spoke in a language that's so advanced that we telepathically told each other.
I was brought to tears. I actually was.
But hello, everybody. Welcome to week 2 of the Underpeel. My name is Keg. I'm the apple. I'm joined by Krem, who is the pineapple. Now, you did bring your pineapple, right?
Of course I brought my pineapple, and to be honest,
Ooh.
I couldn't be caught dead without my pineapple.
I would hope not. I never go anywhere without a giant leader of my compressed children here. Here, all right, ready? Cheers.
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 Yeah, lovely.
Clink.
And, clink. To start what this is, as far as Underpeel goes, this is quite a tame first handicap for everyone, right?
Yeah.
I think this is one of the more normal ones, frenzy only. At least it's something within the game. We're not seeing 5 omens, for instance, or 4 omens in a deadlock. And you know they've not handicapped us, which is even nicer because I needed therapy for about 3 days after that. that was rough.
Man, you got like a hyper dose of TikTok over that cast.
As a man who's never actually used TikTok, it was truly enlightening.
I mean,
It
who am
truly
I? Who am I to say that's a bad thing, right? But can I be completely honest with you? I have never casted this map before.
You've never cast this map before? Well,
No.
this is going to be a wild journey for you, Keg. Do you want me to send you the callouts? Or are we...
No, I know the callouts of the map pretty well.
Okay.
I mean, I'm doing play-by-play. I'm just chilling today. You're doing all the hard brain work.
I'm doing the heavy lifting. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
alright.
I don't know. I've talked to a lot of pro players and coaches about their wild ideas for like what an ideal comp this map could have. And I'm hearing stuff like, you know, we have DUOW with the Phoenix. A lot of potential with Phoenix on this map. But same with Fade 2. That's an early Prowler that comes out underway. Soldo's gonna unlock the round wide open. What about the rest of DUOW? Another falls. But all that's left now is on the outskirts of B. Y crew.
Careful now.
Remember, we have to look at the most here.
One enemy remaining.
Going it down, good strafe. What about Lin? Lin falls. All that's left now is gold. Last alive. Forced against 2, plus a flash. Everywhere you go, anything but destruction. It's a 3K for Soul.
That's a hell of an opening as well. Sol, he's got a great start for both his momentum, for his team's momentum. You take the pistol round, you do it in a flashy fashion, and that's usually how your duelist is how they make their entrance to the game, and that's the telltale signs of what will be a good game. Now, something I also very much like on this map, and you said Phoenix, I'm going to respond with Yoru.
Okay.
Because Yoru, he's been out for a while. We saw him temporarily. We saw him on Pearl. We saw him temporarily on Haven. We saw him temporarily on Icebox.
And
no
Bind.
one was able to, and temporarily on Bind, but it was never a permanent residence. We never include Yoru in the conversation when we say Haven. Nonetheless, it's going to be a bit of an ambitious speak there from the chamber. Pretty punished.
I mean, the problem with Yoru, in my opinion, is that he takes too much time to set up. But Brodsky, on the opposite
Last
end,
player
maybe not so
standing.
much. But my God, what a meltdown. 2OW. They died in the blink of an eye.
I'm trying to, looking at sort of restrictions that that currently Bing have. I'm trying to theory craft something that could work here, which is no primary versus Wyker and Lav. So technically speaking, you could be using your. They have the only active info they have, I guess, is the Skydog. So the Skydog's going to have to now be where you find where both Lav and Wyker are playing. And then you use the dog as to tell you whether you go in with your rifles or your secondaries, right?
Honestly, if you want to even things up, find out where the Fade is playing, run away from her after the haunt, and reset the info on the opposite site.
Yeah, that's true as well. You could just be working on what DUOW are playing.
You actually totally coach.
W in your state. Okay.
How do we pronounce what?
W.
W?
Yeah, because
Not W.
it's huge variation.
W.
Well,
we got some W strats here, feller. It's Slavomobil. Good for one. I don't know how to pronounce their name just yet. I heard who's pronounced his name. Still don't know what it was, but he's doing a damn good job bringing things home. And now, suddenly, well, that's alive. Soul was good for a 3K in the opening round. Now, having to divide out 1v1s. Easier said than done, and well, it never really got started anyways. Finally, DUOW get that first round on the board.
that's one of the reasons I quite like the Euro. I'm not sure if you saw it there, but that little blink at the end, it's that B site is so open, especially when you're planting for the likes of Market, or you've been able to go a bit deeper into spawn towards Boba. The sort of field of view you have in diffusing is always about 180 degrees. You can always crunch wherever the spike is planted on B site at least. And so in having that Yoru, you're able to instantly bring people to both sides of that field of vision. And so it's so effective in after plants. And I think that's probably why Yoru's been used a little bit on Sunset. I personally like 2 more of them. Yoru's a fun character. Buddy.
Oh! What an opening there from Knock. Everyone now on DUOW struggling to find any spacing towards any part of the map. Consistent pressure on these choke points now. Stronger than before. Neon Javier, though, on the other side, looking to maybe find one. It's the Sheriff again. Reti. Pacing themselves, waiting for the potential flash from Brodsky. But nothing just yet. It's still met with silence. Bullets, sure, but through the smoke, nothing. Slavomobil. Oh, goes big Slavomobil all over the place. It sounds like the name of like a Harry Potter spell. Abracadabra. Slavomobil, we did it again. But now, suddenly Bing only have 3 left alive. They have to rotate all the way over from B site back to A.
This is now a very small window of opportunity to get back into the site before DUOW are going to be able to set up here. Luckily, with the man advantage, they're feathering their util very damn well, Keg.
Oh, but they're getting closer now. The smoke's the only dividing anchor between the two. It's not good for one. Bing struggling with only 2 left. There's an Odin on the other side. The green box, maybe green, but soon slathered in red. It's Retri, though. who's able to just barely sneak by. Maybe good for one. The Sharp works wonders, but a shorty through the smoke only leaves it to this Ghost left, but no. Even he's exercised out of A sight. An even game.
Slababil?
Is it Slababil?
Am I adding another B in that?
I'm saying Slababil.
Here.
Slababil?
It sounds like the name of a duck.
You're gonna slap its bill. Slababil. There you go.
No, I'm thinking like
username came from.
slobbering. Like I'm thinking of like a slobbering duck.
Do ducks slobber?
Do they have saliva? Can ducks spit?
The idea of a duck that's frothing at the mouth to play Yoru.
No shot. Whoa! But look, he does it again. Zlabababil.
Who's next?
It's good for the opening of this round. But like a can opener, you can't just stop at one. Viper pick goes down. Ping directly onto the Viper. The assistance is there. Zlababil, an ancient Houdini trick. Good. The hide in the night. Recalls back forwards though, and this Omen again equipped with nothing but a Sharp is ready.
Spike planted.
The Prowler doesn't find the information though. There is an attempted flank.
Oh, there is, and I tell you what, for Reddy, he needs to land his first kill fast, okay?
Oh, again, another meltdown. A nuclear strike on me. Leaving it now, just the one. Red Team's been in this position before, and they don't want to be there again. Not like they have much of a choice this time, though. The slow peek back over. Quick draw McGraw. Can't go Huckleberry Hound on them just yet, but the flash. Maybe a moment of reprieve. The teleport from behind. It gets canceled, and Y Crew. The swing of his lifetime. He should just level up alone from that.
I do like the Omen reaction to being full flashed is to just start using abilities. It's throw a smoke out quick, try and teleport, hope that you'll survive to the end of that duration. That's one of the things that makes Phoenix so brutal as well, is those flashes are fast. And furthermore, his hot hands is one of the highest ticking mollies, I think, in the game.
It is.
I know for a fact that Wooch is going to correct us on that, but
actually,
I think it's one of them.
Isn't it tied with Phoenix and Viper? Or it used to be?
I know Brims is quite high as well. I guarantee you Wooch will know this, so he'll tell us in a moment. But
Yeah.
for now, 3-2 the scoreline. I'm interested as to how frequently this Yoru can get away with swinging the Viper smoke in mid.
It's good for at least one. Oh my! It just continues forwards. The idea now, DUOW, looking to just continue to press on to mid. I like this play. Neural Lift is strong. Good to isolate at least one towards the back. The smokes go underway. Some be a little slow to the strike. Look at Soul for the escape. A magic act. Oh.
Gonna get the Phoenix.
Oh no! And he continues to another.
Shadows traveling.
Abandoned by his team. Oh dear, oh me.
One enemy remaining.
Oh.
That was quite brave.
Oh no, it was a rifle kill though. It's all over from here.
Wow.
Full rifle kill. Penalty, penalty.
Uh-oh. How do we deem it a penalty? Does them losing the round count? Or are we gonna be stricter on these? We're gonna lay down the law.
I honestly think we have to lightning strike the power grid of their neighborhood.
That's the only way.
Shut down the internet!
We know that Wooch is technically Zeus, so...
Oh, yes.
That's...
The banana Zeus.
There you go. So, really, Wooch is the only one who gets the final say in this. Not because of any, like, owning the tournament, because he is Zeus, the god of God. So,
The god of all gods.
the god of all gods.
Man.
I guess that makes him a Titan.
I bought 3 pounds of bananas the other day, and I
3
ate them
pounds?
all. And I ate them all in a night.
How many bananas is 3 pounds worth of bananas? How many did you get?
12?
12. That could have been Wooch's family you just massacred.
Oh, I'm sorry, Hooch. It went to a good place. I promise you, Hooch. My belly.
Once again, for Bing, it feels like without this mid control, they are really struggling. Because for DUOW, right now it's go mid, take mid, then pick a site. And you can just split it from wherever you are. And
Last
for
player standing.
DUOW, once you have that position, it's very easy to snowball from mid into a site. As we've just seen there, it's going to consist of
Spike planted.
either the Phoenix flashing, or we see the Fade using some utility, followed by a wide swing from most likely the Omen, because they're the high rank player.
Well, that's where the Viper comes in, right? She's essentially the semi-sentinel of her team. Chamber's good at locking down A site, but then you have the Viper wall connecting from mid to B. That's meant to be that stalling potential that's desperately needed, and we haven't really seen that.
It's obviously our first time out in the Underpeel.
I believe so. No.
No, it was one yesterday or last week.
Last week.
It's our
I mean,
first
every
time
day
out of the
feels
day.
the same.
This is a surprisingly serious time to call a timeout as well. I like the fact that they're doing it before. Well, they still have rounds to play with, so they still have space left in their first half. Also, I imagine it's a chance to clarify the rules. The other thing I would look out for seeing now for Bing is what's the key round. So I'm going to theory craft you here, okay?
Okay, I'm ready.
And then you tell me I'm stupid afterwards.
Yep,
That's
I got
usually
you.
how this works.
Already prepped up.
Which is, for Bing, right, they're going to automatically get DQ, or they're automatically going to lose a round if they kill someone with a rifle. However, if they do a must-win round, where there's like 2 people left, then they use rifles to intentionally win, knowing they're breaking the rules. Round afterwards, they would either be under the threat of an eco or something, so they just don't buy any weapons. They all die. You get 2 rounds of economy behind you, and you can go from there.
That is the worst idea I've ever heard.
Heck, that's I'm new to play your role protection.
No, I mean it's a pretty good idea. I don't have any disagreements with that, but you also threw a lot of numbers at me, and
Yeah,
I'm a commentator.
Keep them on the run.
Yeah,
Math
numbers are hard.
magician.
The English is hard as well.
I mean, honestly, when I saw that you had to add 2,900 plus whatever the
Where
economy
are you?
was when this game first came out, I was about ready to give up there.
Yeah, that was. Wow, I didn't
Ice
track that
your
up
fear!
for 20 colors.
Oh, pretty colors. There it is. Nightfall underway. Prime way of passage entry now
Spike
for this
planted.
attacking team.
Last player
DUOW
standing.
not having many issues. Scaling completely into A, overwhelming those defenders. It leaves it now to Knock. And what can really Knock do with just a Marshall from behind? Everyone else on DUOW is already scaled far past A site. And plus there's an Odin on the enemy side.
Oh, the trip.
Oh, it's gonna give away everything. The entire plot. Oh, Gould, not Goyd. Hiding inside.
Well,
Oh, Gould is hiding though.
nothing you can do there. No, nothing you can do with a shorty. DUOW, they go 6-2 into the lead.
The MVP is
I'm going to theory
mine.
craft a bit more now.
Let's
okay?
do
Okay, I'm ready.
this.
I'm ready.
So, right, now, this is like a chance to channel just any sort of withering strains of autism there are in me right now. This is their purpose, okay?
Okay.
I hope you're ready now for another great suggestion. I need you
hear
to
my
tell me
knuckles
this down
cracking.
afterwards.
I'm
All
ready.
right, you're ready to be blown off your feet. Technically speaking, could someone on Bing just buy an Odin and go for leg shots only? The idea that you damage everyone down very low, but the actual kills are done with the pistols. Same could be done for marshals as well.
Huh.
Ah.
It's like in Pokemon when you have your level 100 take down 95% of the HP of like the legendary Pokemon, and then you bring in your level 3 like Rattata to do the rest. Just quick attack it.
Yeah, you got that Caspian to use Harden, and that's all you really need.
Huh. So, who here's the Rattata?
Spike planted.
I would go for the Immortal Omen.
Oh! Neon! Almost
One
brought back
enemy
like Genesis Evangelion. Not quite though. Leaves it down to Duo. Having gold, the only one left. Oh, silver and gold, he's left without his medals. It's Lin once again, the running gun.
It's a clean round, very clean round. And I tell you what, that was essentially an eco from them. There's just a couple of sheriffs Bing, they make it work. I think towards the end, once they realized that they've killed the pistol required players, they just instantly brought out the rifles. Now we're going to get into some more anti-stratting. Oh, I'm on fire right now, okay?
Ooh.
Technically speaking, could Bing just keep one of either Viper or Lav just alive and just keep them around? Because up until
Like
the end
body
of the round,
shields?
even in afterplants now, that player becomes the threat of swinging around the corner and you accidentally getting that kill with a Vandal, right? And then you've automatically lost the next one anyway. So technically speaking, right now there are 2 human shields on DUOW that they can exploit.
I mean, you could just like hide behind them. Oh, you can't shoot me with the rifle. I'm standing behind them.
Or send them in first.
Send them in first. That is a sickening strategy. Go! Some of you may die, but that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Soul's ready.
Spike
Double
planted.
cross contact. And through all of that, somehow nobody dies until now. What is happening? This is a mowdown massacre. A good old-fashioned saloon fight. Pretty's good for one, but now nobody's left at home.
Okay, so you know how on Season 1 we had that talk about war crimes and sort of how many are really in Valorant?
Oh yeah, I love war crimes.
Using the players who your opposing team are forced to use pistols against as a form of first wave human shield does actually spring to mind as definitely war crimey. Actually, if they're also fighting, does that make them a shield? Just a combatant?
Well, I mean, you could have like
we're describing that, it doesn't sound much better, but
you can have a shield with like a giant like spear out of it, you know, back in the Roman times. I mean, after all, according to TikTok, that's all we think about.
yeah, what, the Roman Empire?
Yeah.
Honestly, the Carthaginian Empire, underrated next to the Roman Empire.
The Carthaginians, you mean from Civilization?
Yes, they made that whole empire based on civilization. Sid Meier's, he came out with the idea, and they went, yeah, let's change it.
Is Sid Meier's Carthaginian?
Stealing sight.
Hang on, that's the one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't see Sid Meier's at all in this lobby right now. But there may very well be some unlawful plays that happen on A site. Oh, B. Okay. A little bit of a dip and dive there from Knock. A full pivot back over to A site though, and nobody's over-rotating.
Absolutely, and yeah, for the meta players and the meta historians out there, it looks like that for Bing, if they can't get to this A site in time, they very well may be Carthaged.
Sounds like you're saying cabbage. But there's no sky ult.
Yeah, that could be close enough, to be honest. Getting Cabbage, getting Carthaged. In
I
both
knew it.
situations, you're getting destroyed.
Very delicious too. Oh, but there's a Prowler. Now Lin knows and the timing through the smoke. Good removes Labababil from contention.
30 seconds left.
We'll have to get official notice of pronunciation with that name after this game, but Lab is playing a very dangerous game at that. Brodsky's on the other side now, equipped with the Vandal. Waiting for that perfect timing again, but the strafe is too much for the Sky. It's up to Neon though on the other side. Again, people melting now one by one. Very little team-wide play for these defenders.
player
All they
standing.
have are pistols. That's leaving it to just Knock.
Poison orb emitting.
A step removed from being, as you said, Carthaged. Just waiting now with the shorty. Decayed in full effect.
It's a good siege.
Deafened. Scared. Short range. He's still gonna make that final attempt though through the smoke. Looking down. Not recognizing the open on the other side. It's gold.
Bing, I think that now is where you realize
Last
that
round in the
DUOW's
half.
effectiveness is only going to come from their attack. Because it's on their attack, they're forcing that first player to just switch to a secondary. And it makes getting onto sites very damn easy. Especially if Wyker is the one who goes first instead of, we're just going to call him the Yoru, right? I would, on defense, it's going to be a much different story because you're going to have to constantly rotate Wyker and Lab around the map to make sure that Bing don't find a position and just rifle charge it every round.
That's a good point. I'm really curious to see when we do have sides reversed, like what kind of aggression we're going to be seeing from the now defensive side. I mean, Slavo, again, you have your Yoru. He loves to go in an entry. Neon's been rocking, Neon's been rocking this Odin the entire time. I tripped myself for a second because I'm thinking, wait a minute, that's not an actual Neon. Their name is Neon. Zlabo Babil, in your opinion, Moon? Okay. Zlabo Babil. But Zlabo Babil disappears once again. Now it's just two now for these defenders. Knock is removed, and that's yet another Brodsky falls underway. Double the rounds now for DUOW.
Switching sides.
That is a really damn good half for DUOW, and I think that Bing sort of had the idea towards the end there. Once they realized that you can use the shoot marshals to body shot and lower the HP for the pistols, they ended up playing a lot more front-facing for the contact and then retake heavy, which meant that their utility also was able to do quite a bit of chip damage. Now, for DUOW, now that they have to keep this, lead. I'm judging from the looks of their positioning, this is a push through mid. I quite like it. The idea that if they keep going through mid, all Ming can peek mid with is a secondary in the fear of just automatically losing a round. Got to run the pistol around now, so whatever says goes.
Let's see what happens here off of this haunt.
I'll find you.
I'm expecting an absolute bloodbath here, Krem. Oh! The blood has already been shed, and so falls uncharacteristically in the beginning. That's not going to stop the others, though. Gunfight ensuing, a mini flank underway. The attempted stray, but wasn't enough. And suddenly, in the blink of an eye, Nock is the only survivor in this gigantic standoff. Now there's only two. And again, the reverse sides. We've been talking about these defenders. The body's lost. This is the first round on the enemy side.
Needs to be a fast rotation here as well for DUOW because Bing are just going to head straight back to this A site. Not much that can happen now, and into this big rotation, I want to talk a moment about what killed Soul there, because that was one of the greatest right clicks I've seen in my life. I have no clue why mine doesn't do that, but alas, you know, for viewer credit, that's pretty cool.
Zlabobabil is on the hunt right now.
If you go Slavic, you can say his name.
Slabobabil is still looking around towards the back. The smoke
Last
down.
player standing.
The read by Reti. He was ready for it. But guess what? He wasn't ready for Neon. Cosplaying as Cypher. But it looks like the costume days are over. Now it's the time for Bing to rise.
We know what we're doing.
Hello,
Trust each
Slabobabil.
other and we'll be fine.
What?
Honestly, it works. Hello, bratan. It means good brother.
Oh. You're my good brother.
Thanks, Keg. Hello,
I got
bratan.
you. Woohoo! Yippee!
Yippee! That was what you were doing for the entirety of Widge's intro earlier today, wasn't it?
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, well, I was talking about the orphanage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. And all the kids are going yippee, and I'm still blown away by still blown away by how good a story that was. But
Yeah. Too bad it was in.
mid.
Yeah, it's an incredibly fast push. But I mean, why not, right? You have the Yoros to do it. You have a lot of aggression under your belt. But even then, Brodsky was set up and ready. They've led into this play. The deep smoke. Someone absolutely going to push that. There's no reason not to. But all the while, Bing have snuck by into A site. Little to the beknownst of DUOW.
Poison's off.
I'm really interested now to see when it comes down for DUOW, not having armor on the player on like the no primary players meant that the Marshall checking strat would just insta kill them and it wouldn't work. The evolution for it now for defense is they need that armor. Otherwise, pistols are just going to deal the damage to kill them anyway.
Oh, but it's an evolution indeed. Survival of the fittest now for the post plan for both of these players, but it's not
Enemy
enough. Lob is able to get away thanks to the hands of a sheriff. But Lob only has 15 HP. An unlucky reload still makes it work from behind. Knock again. Force to play sentry. So low. Make that two. Maybe a third. Not the primary. No. Unlucky. Good call there. Forced it back away, recognizing the horrible damage they've done. They'll never be forgiven, and Knock does it though.
Screen down.
Oh no, we're about to see the hand of
Unlucky.
shame. Yeah, Knock, think about what you've done. That 7 is the 7 rounds that DUOW would have had if you hadn't made that mistake.
Shaking my head.
SMH by H, as this is disgraceful, frankly. Okay, can't have this.
I have never
This is
seen
sad.
such a greater disgrace to a competition in my life.
Whoosh, get their
Never,
internet.
never in my life have I seen such disregard. I guess the only way they can make it up to us is if they full push them into an all-out war. There it is. It's the knifing massacre. This is the ending of the good, the
Spike
bad,
down
and the
mid.
ugly.
On them.
This is also the ending of Kill Bill Volume 1. There is a classic in the midst. An imposter among us.
Last
I
player
don't think Kill
standing.
Bill's ever going to make it to the all-time greats, Gag. I'm sorry to tell you, brother.
That is a great movie. That is easily Tarantino's best movie.
I got the spike.
It's a great movie, but I don't know if it makes. I don't even know if it makes the list of Tarantino's movies.
What?
Yeah. I mean, Inglourious Basterds was an all-time great, right?
It was good. It wasn't my favorite. I mean, Reservoir Dogs was my favorite for a
Also,
long time.
very good, very good.
Pulp Fiction is overrated.
Pulp Fiction is overrated, but also still a good film. Can't
Still a
take away
good
from
film, I will agree.
Yeah.
Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2 are like
No,
9.5 out of 10 best movies.
That's one of the most mid-best movies I've ever heard of.
What? I never said it was one. I never said it was the best movie. The greatest movie of all time is Good Will Hunting.
That's actually a very good movie. I can't fault that.
That is the greatest movie ever made.
Hateful Eight and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood were also quite good.
Hateful Eight was boring. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was good. Yeah, it was all right.
Every cast I question why I'm here, Keg.
Careful
The
here.
nerd in me hates you don't say Interstellar. Nah, Interstellar's alright. I'm not like a big space fan. Like Kubrick's, you know, Space Odyssey is okay too. But hold on. Look at this from Gold. The recognition, the ears gigantic from Gold. Everywhere he looks, he's like, no, he can hear their veins, their hearts pumping. And now he has the spike. No worries at all for DUOW.
What a round! He plays that hiding amongst each smoke, just bounces out them one at a time. Somehow timings every player he peeks there. That was very, very cool. Very
I'm still thinking about movies.
You're still thinking about movies? What other Tarantino movies are there that we've missed? Django Unchained. That's also
Django, I would say, is his second best film.
Yeah, I see that. I'm trying to think of what other ones are there. I'm sure someone will correct us.
Yeah, there's more. Reservoir Dogs, we already said that. That was my favorite for a long time. Whoa, there it is. Beautiful work. What a peek from him. Okay.
Well,
Oh, he's not going to do it again. The headshot angles looking great. Flashes and everything galore. The parallel that no one could dare past. Why couldn't they have a great angle? Gold goes in deep. Brings in the shrouded step. He's fantastic for one, but there's still two more. Gold.
One enemy
Strafing.
remaining.
Good for one. No, trade.
down.
Not brings in
Attackers
two.
spawn.
oh wait, no, it's with a pistol. Oh, I genuinely thought he just accidentally killed the wrong person there.
Not just yet. There's a chance to make it right. Slabubabilo does it again.
Oh, we can relax. We can calm for a second. I wonder how they're going to be able to use things like Viper's ult. Because if they use the Viper's pit, Lav and White Crew can just pick a position in the pit and hide in it till they're down to 1 HP, then just run with their teammates, and a stray bullet will kill them.
I think Hooge is massively regretting this handicap and putting you on it. There's all these little caveats.
Yeah, honestly, I live for this gag.
I like doing that stuff too. I'm not very good at recognizing it a lot of the time, but I love explaining it. So let's see though. Lav. Krem's gonna bring his own team. I'm down for that. I'd be down to see it.
Maybe we will. I have a bit of ping issues, but we'll be alright.
But your massive brain doesn't have ping issues. You just read into the future.
Does this count as being big brain? I think it just counts as being.
Portal closed.
I put the SH in special. That's...
Special. Oh! That guiding light. Who did it connect? Did it hit the... No, it didn't hit the decoy. It must have hit the Cypher in the back. Great use of lack of info, though, or
Player
anti-info.
standing.
So, not long for this world. Brings it back to knock once again.
Toxins going up.
And boy, oh boy.
He's got a trip to meet him as well. Oh, what a cruel trip.
Oh, no way.
What a cruel trip.
No
Toxins
way.
going down.
Oh, surrounded by the world now. Knock. Never had a chance to thrive on B site. Only one round left now for DUOW.
Match
Yeah,
point.
match point, and for Bing, I'm starting to worry a little bit. The idea of trying to just use the fact they have pistols to then just brawl in mid hasn't been working for them. And for DUOW, all they have to do is just fight with the players who are going to force the pistols. They've done that beautifully in mid. Yes, the Yoro's taking the first contact, but usually the Fade is supporting him, and if the Fade isn't there, then we are occasionally seeing the Phoenix there as well. So this is some pretty good metagaming from DUOW. I won't lie, Keg.
Yeah, DUOW, it's gonna be hard to break. Like you mentioned, their coordination through everything has been impeccable. But let's see. Oh. Will it be enough though? Good hold from the Odin wielder here. A massacre from behind. What is this? Oh, it's everywhere. You cannot see, you cannot hear, smell, nor taste. Gold especially. Is he so flashed? He was waiting forever and he's still good for 3. Unbelievable. The meltdowns keep going.
I got the spike.
Soul's the last one left.
And he still can't use a primary because the Phoenix is alive.
Oh, but it doesn't matter. A shot to the
Defenders
chest.
win.
The Odin too strong. A penalty applied to DUOW. 13-6.
Thank you,
My
Keg
lord.
and Kremer. Any final comments? I didn't want to cut you off. Sorry.
Oh,
We have a final
that was
comment.
my first time casting Sunset. It was very pretty.
Honestly, I quite like the Yoro and how it plays the Sunset, sort of ignoring what the handicap was. Hopefully we'll start seeing Yoro a bit more often.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you much. We're going to give you a break before we get ready for next game. Peace out. Peace out. Goodbye. Bam. Boom. They're gone, chat. Casters deleted. Give me a moment. All right. Before we start talking about our next matchup, chat, we have to decide on a penalty for Zlabo next week, as he's once again, like many others before him, have violated the rule of spoiling the outcome of the match before it's over by typing in chat. There's a delay on the game, Zlabo. You'll just hop into chat the moment the game's over and drop your poggos. We're on the edges of our seats. He's a sub though. Wow. That's tough. He's just earned your team a penalty. You know, delay only 10 seconds? No, it is 2 minutes. We have a 2-minute delay on the gameplay itself. There's no delay on the stream. That's why you see your chat messages so quickly. But the gameplay is on delay, so that way there's no stream sniping. Team DUOW, next week, you will have to select a player to play Deadlock. And Zlabo, if he participates in a future week, we will need to penalize him in some other way as well. You told him not to say anything. You have to keep your own teammates under control, Y-Crew. All right, let's talk about our matchups coming up. So on deck, we have Team Sheriff Onlee versus Team Eclectic Zoo. I've got the players ready over here for you. No, we didn't pay out. Where'd Zendikar go? All right, that game was in favor of Team DUOW. Oh, you got it? Okay. Here's our upcoming matchup. Sheriff Onlee versus Eclectic Zoo. Eclectic Zoo with many well-known tier 3 subs, such as Someone, The Spike, The Other Caster, There, and There. Oh, my bad, chat. I've got Pen Flash's stream still unmuted. Let's fix that. Sheriff Onlee with returning members such as Kunichi, Enzo, Delete, Alum, and Sisora. You see them frequently in the Immortal in-houses. They will be only purchasing weapons today that cost less than 500 credits. Which means no ghosts, no sheriffs, only frenzies, shorties, and classics for Team Sheriff Onlee. Going to be a tough matchup. Only purchasing means they can grab stuff off the ground. Nope, I'm just bad at wording. Let me grab the official wording. They can only use guns that cost under 500 credits. They cannot pick up weapons. Make sure you place your bets on who you think will win. Casters, I'm sorry in advance. Did you guys actually name change? Look at it's so good. It's so good. We made 5 alternate accounts with these usernames. Ooh, the casters. Have fun with that one, casters. Oh, one of your players is on their main. He just changed his username. All right. Make sure you place your prediction in the Discord. If you don't know how to do that, allow me to demonstrate. Head over to the Raffles and Predictions channel. Here you'll see Sheriff Onlee versus Dick Zoo. Click that and place your bet. I think the Immortals have this. I personally would have made the handicap even more strict. You were confident on this, so I'm gonna vote on the Immortals. I think they can pull it off. Make sure you place your bets, chat. We will be right back with some fast-paced, high-octane, handicapped Valorant in just a moment. Enjoy the stream. Stick around. What the heck happened here? Is it green? Dang, somebody show this to Brad. Why did it become green like that? Brad is never going to be able to replicate that one, because I've never seen that before. Casters, I'm gonna mute my mic. I'm gonna get you guys positioned more appropriately. Can you guys see the screen?
No, yes.
Yes, we
Yes,
can.
we can. Hello, hello,
All
everybody.
right, you're back.
Wel-
You're back.
Welcome back to week 2, game number 2 now of the Underpeel season 2. My name is Keg and I'm joined by Krem once again. Can you believe how many 2s there are this week?
There are a lot of 2s this week, aren't there?
Actually, specifically this matchup.
Yeah, even better. I'm liking the usernames, especially because someone, specifically someone, didn't get an ult, so they actually just changed their main username for this.
Nice, nice.
So,
They're dedicated.
whereas Keg, the Spike, there and there, all decided to get ults. Someone decided to stay on their main. This is going to be hard.
Going back to that for a second, Hooj said that we had to give these names the utmost respect. I'm going to be calling them they are.
Well, here's the thing. If they're of course we have to respect them fully, and in doing so we're respecting their intelligence. And if their name was they are, it would be they are.
But they are is the
there-
Govy. That's their nickname.
Oh, maybe there is a nickname. Can we use? But surely a nickname suggests comfort with whoever it is you're using the nickname with.
Well, I don't know if I feel comfortable around they are just yet. I think we'll have to wait and see how we kind of gel together.
Well, there is there and there, and they are may make there a bit easier to say, so we don't mix up there with there. Or someone's going to get confused.
Well, they're there, my friend. They are. We'll see how this goes.
That they are.
That they are, huh? Oh, I see what you're doing there. This is a little slow in the beginning.
Blinded.
Oh, after this round, I need someone to pause.
As in
Match.
specifically the Killjoy, or?
Who? Oh, no.
I do also have to apologize for the brief brief technical difficulties we had at the start. I know Hoosh probably won't like me telling you guys what happened, but I'm going to do it anyway. And essentially, yeah, if I get in trouble, I get in trouble. But what happened was Keg sneezed really hard, and the shockwave of that sneeze just created, it was like an EMP effect. I'm so, it's entertainment value. I know I'm leaking your deepest, darkest secrets, but...
No, my sneezy secrets! How did you know? The key decongested was everything in my life, and now, suddenly, A-Side's being decongested itself. Now, Kremer, on the other hand, equipped with
30
nothing
seconds
more
left.
than a frenzy, is looking to jiggle people's
One
way over to
enemy remaining.
A-Side. Cesura, though, for the trade. Kremer falls. Hold for the spike. The last one left. Failure to detonate there. Good for the opening, but double swing towards the end.
So, Keg.
Okay.
I think we need
See,
to
try
also have
something.
to mention that the other caster is Keg. The other caster is not Kremer. Yeah.
Well, no, the other caster for me is you.
Yeah, but the other caster in all of this is you.
Yeah, but to my perspective, it's you.
But that would be wrong because the other caster obviously can't be me because I'm me.
Well,
The
then
other
what about
caster
if I'm
would be
me?
you.
Well, what about if I'm me, which is new to me? Then wouldn't that, from my perspective, be that the other caster is you?
Yes, this should do.
If I'm me and the other caster is you, then who's someone?
Well, someone is something.
Because there is there and someone is obviously something.
Well, he can't be something because that's the Paper X player. Oh, this is getting so confusing.
We're 2 rounds in.
We'll have to delete all over, but can anyone be deleted? No. Easy. They get away relatively scot-free. The HP collectively getting much lower, though.
Spike
It's
down
a bloodbath everywhere. And so far, SO,
charges.
the significant others, they're looking great for the secondary player. So they are goes for the plant. On top of the Vipers, Snake Bite just a teeny tiny bit. Trevor, on the other hand, is good for, I believe, their first kill so far in this matchup. Again, against so many immortal players. I'm proud
One
of you,
enemy
Graham.
remaining.
Good job for getting those kills. But you're not long for this world. All that leaves now is there. They are. I have bad memories of this Yoru player. It's the first time I ever failed an English test. There, and there.
There was able to find theirs. And so, because, yeah, I think there and there both found theirs. So I wonder if, I wonder if Keg on these entries, the sooner the spike doesn't go down, but the spike equipment does go down, then
This is a nice spot.
they and there can use their primary weapons for the longer range, because SO are just on pistols at the moment.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad option. See, when you say there and there, I'm
Toxins
thinking of
going
thing
up.
1 and thing 2 from Cat in the Hat.
I think it could still apply.
But someone does have a Vandal. I can't say exactly
Someone
who.
does. As does Keg.
Oh, true. Kremer, you do have the Vandal. A raise of many identities. All of which beginning with the letter K. It's a slow crawl back in, though. Permasmoke, possibly outside of B, should soon be let up with the defensive Viper Wall. The Owl Drone responds with the Viper Wall coming up. A triple contact hold outside of B.
It's a really good stack. Very good stack actually held by SO. Easy. They have a great read on this to be able to back off, get the hell out, so head back to this A site where there is only a Cypher cam watching it, also completely unguarded. So there is going to find A is completely clear, and that's going to allow the spike to plant the spike.
Yeah, and Cesura is already opening up that camera. Well aware that things are too quiet. Far, far too quiet for how it should be on a map like Sunset. Big rotation, as you mentioned, Krem, has been called. And you're also alarmed with the charge.
30
Spike
seconds
goes
left.
in. Soon to maybe deliver that parcel, but no. The Cypher Trap. This could be the first part of information, hard info that this team can work on. SO, though, do they capitalize? The answer's no. There and there. There they are, over there. Are good to remove at least 2. But it keeps going downwards. In the blink of an eye, before we can even see, Kunichi's good for at least 2, but they're
10
forced to
seconds
back
left.
away.
One enemy.
That's right now, just to a 1v2, make that a 2v0, easy. Well, they are there to make it easy.
There does make it easy, and all the spike has to do is plant the
senses come
spike.
alive.
And so once the spike goes down from the spike, you end up with a, well, it's only about 10 seconds left in the round. So SO have to take these fights on there while he's covering the spike to plant the spike. And so the fact they were able to is able to find not 1 but 2 while also keeping the plant
goes
safe
here.
there. It's pretty damn impressive. However, I want to see when SO were defending that site, they dumped a lot of their utility very, very quickly. And so I think if they also slow it down, expecting EZ to take their time going onto these sites, it may significantly help them coming into the afterplant with players on low HP.
Revealing area.
Frenzy
Toxins going
immediately
up.
destroyed at least one of the recon bolts. Not long for this world though. That wall, excuse me, soon to fall. Olem's on a hunt here to be that counter entry utility. Backing away as soon as the full util dump comes through. However, on the other side, Kremer dodging, weaving, looking to see any sort of tracing potential.
Spike
One of these
down,
outside
B.
marketplace, but what about the other? It's a Silkman return, delete, only with a frenzy. Goes to the most brazen swing of their lives. Cezora, on the other hand, biding their time, looking for another spray, but it's just frenzies across the board.
Last
Bringing
player
it down to at
standing.
least just one.
One enemy
Cezora's
remaining.
back and alive. He's rotated back around. Now for the 1v1, the spike wasn't planted. That's a little bit of a hop and a skip back over to A site for the plant to go down.
That's a really smart move from there to teleport to teleport to there on that A site and then be able to get that spike down. By the time SO gets there, by the time the Cypher's going to be ready to go into this 1v1, there's only going to be about 10-15 seconds left. All there has to do now is just hold his position towards Ali and just not move.
And
So he is
Cezora
at risk
might...
of overplaying this.
Absolutely. Cezora's in a great spot too. That Cypher Tripwire is going to prove that unless utility was used, they cannot be in the back lines. On A side though, footsteps have already been found. The swing, lack of info. They are there, and they take advantage.
They are indeed there. He is him as
He is him.
he is indeed him to do the scoreline. And I tell you what, in terms of strategies, both teams seem to be fairly well prepared for this. I quite like the fact that EZ aren't blindly rushing into positions. They're still taking their time. They're still looking to force armor plants, as they know that for SO, because of the pistols, that's where they're going to struggle the most. SO should also realize now at this point that a lot of their rounds have to come from the defense, because on attack, when you're having to be the one to take the long-range duels, doing so with a frenzy ain't easy.
No, certainly not easy. Frenzies are definitely the best bang for your buck, with that handicap range that you have. Enzo's in a tough spot though. Viper's Gold goes down, but already the Boombot found a wealth of
Poison
info.
orb emitting.
It's gonna promote a lot more utility to be used, but again, destroyed. Enzo's good for the escape.
It's a slow round so far once again. You've seen the first 30 seconds or so are going to be making noise around mids, trying to establish that mid control. EZ sending everyone out is kind of cool. The Spike is going to miss a shock darts, which is, I think, almost hitting himself there. But the rest of EZ, they've made a bit of noise now. SO know they're coming, and they've got the players in position here. All five rotating. This is going to be a 5v5 fight for the site.
Paranoia was gigantic and forced Enzo away. B-side control almost belonging to nobody, especially for the run. The spike goes in, but the child of the spike, where are you? Explosions everywhere! Kramer's good for at least one, but in the midst of all this
remaining.
chaos, it's SO!
Spike down, B.
Spike
30
has paid
seconds left.
disadvantage, despite the weapons that they have. They've successfully held back all of EZ for this B-side plant.
This is where the trap falls apart for Keg. Is
Hey!
no HP on on the Omen, of course, but he is going to have to try and get into a site which is absolutely going to be held by a crossfire, which is also absolutely
seconds
not going to
left.
be broken because of the high rank of SO. They're not going to destroy a crossfire just for the sake of killing Keg. That being said, Delete is going to be able to,
Thrifty.
delete this fifth round as SO goes 3-2 into the lead. Showstopper still available for EZ.
Well, for the record, I'm very much against killing Keg.
It has already happened 4 times.
No! I was wondering why I kept getting nommed on, why I kept getting eaten.
I wondered what that tingling sensation was.
I was wondering why there was teeth here.
Yeah, they're mine! Pretty much says.
Quite the conundrum.
And now with the leads, I like how we're seeing a bit of an arsenal develop. How every player has a frenzy and a shorty. The shorty for if things get a little bit intimate, a little bit personal. The frenzy for sort of spitting distance.
But what distance is this? Neither shorty nor frenzy.
Yeah, it's like semi-comfortable, acquaintance you know-ish, like distant family members, or
It's a
maybe you're at a wedding and you don't recognize an aunt just yet.
it's a non-Newtonian angle.
It's a Newtonian angle. Godwin.
I'm gonna tell my non-Newtonian aunt that you said that about her.
Destroyed.
Oh, the tiger found way too much off of that trailblazer. That is a scary position to be in.
It's a clean opening as well, because someone found something, and interestingly, that player from SO was very alone there, and for what is now fairly obviously going to be an assault, I'm surprised they actually kept it far away.
Oh,
Last
Trevor!
player
Good work,
standing.
buddy. Good for the double kill there, and Enzo's the last one left. Oh, someone's gonna cover the
enemy
smoke,
remaining.
leading to a double
Spike
kill.
down A.
So far, the potential now for Enzo to get a frenzy, only 4K. Met with a round against nothing
30
but
seconds
rivals.
left.
Could be gigantic. Last pack goes down. But from behind the 4K out of nowhere, Enzo removes Kremer away. A beautiful 4K.
I feel hurt. I feel hurt. You know, obviously to be the last player left and then to be swung from what was a great reposition from Enzo. Once he got that second kill, he legged it. Look at this. Kills the Yaro, instantly on the move. And he just doesn't hesitate, doesn't look back, goes straight for that flank, anticipating that Keg is going to plant that spike.
Well, I thought it was a good spike plant because I did it.
You did very well, Keg. That was a
I think
lovely
you did very well
spike
too.
Thanks,
you.
man. It's actually interesting because you're the play-by-play and I'm the color. Every time the other caster does something, if it's in my case, it's the entries, and you're just making it sound good. If it's the other way around, I'm just flaming you.
Huh.
You know, I quite like this dynamic.
Okay, I'm with it. I haven't play-by-played in such a long time. It's always like, huh, what do I talk about here? But I can tell you what They're thinking about. Murder. It's the Scizor, the right click with the classic. But there is something just slightly a little too much stronger.
Oh. Once he saw the Cypher was isolated, he got that kill, instantly jumped out to the rest of his team. This means that for EZ, they're going to be able to get onto this B site. No problem whatsoever.
They can also rotate out if they want to. But I don't think they do if they're all grouped up like this. The smoke goes down. Killjoy already detecting one, potentially on that flank. The turret wasn't even destroyed. But now there's free momentum for EZ to back themselves away to play for their utility.
This is a tough spot now. That Frenzy desperately trying to blink away to find someone, but instead it's going to be the Spike to get the first kill.
Oh, hiding away, playing a game of whack-a-mole. Someone's good for one, but that someone is now somewhere else out of this round. Oh, delete, but not much longer either for themselves. 4-3. And again, similar to game number one, we're not really seeing like these big W key mash fests. It's more so very calculated in the first 30 or so seconds for the early round.
I'm actually kind of surprised as to how calculated this is, to be honest, because both teams right now have obviously got at least a general philosophy of the map prepped, in the idea that we're seeing very slow executions. We're not seeing just these fast rushes, which I think SO are probably going to be doing. Especially with pistols. It's going to be a matter of getting the Jets up into the face of EZ as quickly as possible.
Look at all these ultimates.
That's a
So
lot of
many across the board. If I know anything about Sunset and these teams, this should be a massacre. There it is. That's one. Lockdown. What's the response here? Certainly nothing to counteract that KJ ult directly. A Viper's Pit perhaps. Maybe Omen teleporting away. Well, he uses the Shrouded Step, but he's able to get away using it, which is good. And it won't stop the others from having the re-entry and reforce this fight.
Yeah, all of them going through alley as well. This is going to be a really hard retake.
Oh, but that Nano Swarm does so much damage. Backing away. Spike is in a good plant. Spot the plant himself firmly into the ground. A sentry turret at that. But again, all this utility blocked away, spent one by one. The frenzy of the others with good approach on forwards. Chisora, are you able to do this? Enzo, not the same fate. Leaves it down to a 3. Still with far better weapons. This should be Easy's round for the taking, especially through this smoke. But again, they're struggling to push forwards.
Someone took a while to get the spike down here, so Kanuchi's going to be able to hunt for a fight. There we'll find them as Kanuchi's finished off. So Zora now, 1 versus 3. Frenzy at 25 HP. Keg, it's not a pretty sight at all. 4-4 on the scoreline. And I can't help but think, for EZ, how are they going to mimic this success on the defense?
Yeah, I don't know what to really expect. I mean,
They've got so many duelists as well.
yeah.
They obviously picked the comp beforehand, heard the handicap, and tried to mold the comp around the handicap rather than the other way around.
I don't really think Easy had to change a whole lot when they swap sides, though. They just play much more aggressive. You know, just fight SO at the choke points.
On, go!
Yeah, two is too many when your challenge is against frenzies. Because all you want is util. Like your Vipers, like your Killjoys, like anyone who does like extended damage, right, or as an AoE. Even a Sova's pretty decent against it, 'cause you just need to prevent the rush. And then SO is screwed, especially if they're out of utility. Which is something a Cypher comp like suffers from.
Oh, look at this slow approach towards mid. The entry Killjoy. Their hero we need and probably don't deserve. Somehow someone does something and he's able to remove someone else. Beautiful.
It flirts with the idea of taking a second fight there as well. But
He's like, maybe not. I'm not a duelist.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, but look at this, though. Through the smoke. That's not a decoy, is it? Oh, it is a decoy.
Planted.
And look at that. Leads directly into the showstopper. Make that one more the frenzy. Divide and conquer through the smokes. No Benny. Certainly no Vidi Vici today. It's at the delete. To bring this home. Smoke goes down once again. Timing too poor. Spike already
enemy
seen
remaining.
through the smoke. He's got his goggles on. And Kunichi now finds themselves as the last one left. Full utility in the process. Spike, heard but not seen. No info gathering whatsoever outside of this util. Flash number 1 finds nothing. All it takes now, the spike, the swerve, to go for the wide swing, to end this all.
enemy
But
remaining.
no! Dog too far out, make that one twice over! Is there enough time to defuse? And there isn't! Kunichi, moments of brilliance shoved away by the timer of the bomb itself.
That doesn't fail on the first spike, but the second spike, that is too much, as Kunichi. Unfortunately, it's 2 lovely shots as well. I think the spike, he is not peaked for too long here. It's just a great first burst, and then for Keg, I think all Keg has to do here is run. I think he knows time is limited. There isn't much space to run away from when you are in main like that. But nonetheless, Kunichi, some great crosshair placement there.
Yeah, it just seemed like kind of a reaction time to me. I think Kunichi getting that first kill onto someone kind of threw everybody off guard a little bit there.
I wonder how else you could meta Frenzy Only. A Viper Pit's a great example.
Yes, get that decay down.
Yeah.
Everyone's at an equal playing field. It's just a matter of seeing with your eyes at some point.
That's very true. I wonder, right, what else could work here. I think Killjoy would work for Frenzy Only. The classic was a little bit ambitious, I won't lie.
Billy said he has double cages. It's a good start, a good escape option for a relatively unescapable agent. Olim's in a dangerous spot right now. That Owl drone must have at least heard Olim's presence.
Uh-oh.
Oh, forced to run away. Olim knows for sure. Okay, no, I cannot take both these fights. Especially with the frenzy. And Delete's in a really good spot here. I love this paranoia.
Very effective one, and actually, it almost hits everyone on sight there.
Spike planted.
Oh, never mind though. For the return, there's the Hunter's Fury. Good for at least one, but again, bodies, they don't continue to fall. They're stopping for a brief second, but even then, Enzo, caught from behind. They are. They exist. And they make sure everything is destructive here. Kunichi tries to do their best, but again, they can't recreate the moments of brilliance they had last round.
6-4 now. EZ are actually running away with this a little bit. Maybe this was the nerf that was needed.
They are looking really good.
That was needed. I'm trying to think about what else could work with a Frenzy Only here. Because obviously your attack is going to have to be, you're essentially waiting until the Killjoy's out of utility, or you're going to where the Killjoy isn't. Because there are 2 duelists over on EZ, you're essentially going to look to try and fight them, aren't you? Or there. Or there.
Well, what I'm thinking is everyone on your team buys frenzies except for Raze, and then you have them double blast back in with a classic only, and they can be the entry space tool.
That's true, but you have to try and find a way to time it so the utility doesn't cut off the remaining 4 players, which is, I imagine, how EZ will be playing that.
So it could be a really slow early round. Just wait for the util dump to happen and then push in. What are you going to do to stop that? Really not a whole lot.
Exactly. That being said, that would require quite serious prep on Sunset. And we've seen that both teams do have prep on Sunset, but is it enough to control a round for that duration of time?
I do want to highlight, though, keep in mind, the Killjoy has gone from easy. That means there's no post flank watch utility anymore. And there is the potential for a flank there. We're beginning to see it, but focusing on Tazora. He's running away, trying to make sure Elbow cannot be in the control of anybody else. Olem is also on the flank. This is huge. Tazora's good for 1. That's the repeat. So much pressure. They are in there. They both fall. There, and there, all over the place. But what can you do next? A small burp from me leads to another kill from Kremer. But no, Kremer, the caster's popping Jinx. It's not enough. Cesar tries to do their best, and they're almost able to bring it back. Oh no, they are able to bring it back. Excuse me, what am I saying? 5 to 6.
I'm going to put you on the spot here a bit, Keg.
Okay, I'm ready.
Last round before the switch.
Close game. Going into the second half, is it going to be as close, or are we going to see one side just dominate?
I think it depends on how the situation for the Frenzy debacle wants to go in the first 3 rounds. Because once we see rifles come out, it's going to be a very different story.
Right, you think the first 3 rounds are going to be indicative as to how the entirety of the half is going
If
to play
you
out?
can keep breaking the rifling team's economy, then yes.
That's true, we hadn't considered that. Yeah, I'm very curious now, actually, because I guess... You see, a piece of me wants the Frenzies to win because they're Frenzies, right? However, what on earth does EZ do against this on defense?
I mean, I'm looking at the post-plant utility now that Easy has. If they can just get that spike in the ground,
Yeah,
they're
there's a
set. They
lot,
bring it
isn't
7-5. Absolutely. Hunter's Fury, the showstopper. Pretty much anything that you would not want to have against you as a defender is on the board. Oh, a good string in. That spike does go down, but
Spike down.
spray it. You gotta say that spray delete. The spike does fall, but not in the right way. It's not planted firmly into the ground like a little sapling. Instead, though, they're trying to be the tree that they know they can be. Needs to harvest away. Down to Kremer, though. 2v2. Strafing, not enough. Kremer, last one alive. Backing away. Full utility minus the nade. Double blast packs. A boom up for info.
Left.
Plenty of info against him.
25 seconds left now. He's got to go fast. I like the ult bot.
Oh, too close.
Enemy
And there it
remaining.
is. The
They have
strafe
to
on
fight.
1. Divide and conquer again. 1v1s galore. 14 seconds left. No chance to rotate over to Asa. You have to go for the
10
plant.
seconds left.
Cesar remains unknown. What the frenzy was that?
That was a hell of a round from Cesora there. To find the
Switching
player who was
sides.
flanking without taking almost any damage after finding someone, then going back and being able to A, avoid the showstopper, and then B, to have the discipline to just hide, pick an angle on the pillar, hide, wait till he hears a tap, and then swing in such a way where he doesn't think that he's going to be watched swinging from that angle. Keg, that's a lot happening in what was about 15 seconds there.
Yeah.
Bearing in mind, though, 6-6 at the end of the half. Now, we know just how prestigious the Underpeel is, so
Of course.
nerves may start taking effect now, going into
Oh,
the
I
later
was-
stages of this half.
I was born to be nervous. There's never not been a moment in my life where I'm not nervous.
But I dread to think how you would be in this position with the, well,
Screaming.
Yeah, and
Peeling.
What to play for?
Everywhere. Oh! Caught off guard, though. Keep in mind, too, a map like Sunset is definitely very beneficial for using frenzies. Like, I don't think you could get away with this all frenzy strat in a map like Haven.
Yeah, you can. It's too big a map, but Sunset, as far as it goes, outside of the narrow-ish corners to hold, it is a pretty pistol-friendly map.
Oh, good flash there. Look at delete. They're mowing them down. Blades of grass, easy. They're lacking quite a few special letters that Chen has said. Can't spell frenzy without easy. And it looks like easy forgot the freeze. Good lord. But like I said, breaking the economy is going to be the biggest thing for SL right now.
It's got to be, right? And as far as an execution goes, that's pretty damn clean, I won't lie, Keg. I'm surprised, actually, that they wanted to go further once they had sight, especially not knowing about the extent of the flank that was going behind them. But nonetheless, you take sight and something. In this case, it's Ali, and it makes the retake so much harder for EZ. 7-6, though. Our Immortals will be taking their place back on top, but these ragtag team of renegades of golds, plats, diamonds.
Oh, look at this. It's a Bucky. The first appearance, I think we've seen of it thus far. No, we've seen shorties and we've seen like judges too, but the Bucky specifically, I think might be the first kill it's gotten in the Underpeel Season 2.
You're embracing the fact that the frenzies want to get close to you, so sod it, shotgun. Makes a lot of sense.
Fight fire with fire. It's in Sunset in LA, and it absolutely is. I look outside my window, I see the same exact traffic. I used to live in Los Angeles. It is terrible.
It looks just like this, does it?
Oh, I meant to ask you, have you ever had boba before? Oh, beautiful, boba! Just like the bottle, I have a boba pill. Boba drink. Plenty of little creatures below that are coming up. You can't blast them away. Sure, you can pop them with your teeth, and so can delete with a frenzy. Oh, Zerora.
Plants. They are lethal, those after plants, especially because they're only on pistols. They're not really leaving the site, and on B's site particularly, they're sort of limiting themselves to sort of 2 hours on a clock face, and they're just turning that degree of window just around that pillar, so that they're taking a 4 versus 1 every couple of seconds or so. If they can't get the kill instantly, rather than committing to it, they just fall back, and they take a fight on another angle. And it chips down EZ and it baits them into pushing this 4-man stack of pistols, which is how they're able to win via firepower. It's a unique way of twisting how effective a frenzy can be at sort of mid to long range.
I mean, remember when there was the frenzy meta? Where you could just use it in lieu of having actual rifles?
Yeah. That's...
Just like the exquisite Ares meta that we had about 2 years ago.
That was more enjoyable than the
No,
frenzy meta.
no, it was not.
No, it wasn't.
Absolutely not.
Because Ares is expensive, Keg, so if you control the economy, it's all right to handle.
Please, I've lived in a lifetime where no one knows how to control any economy.
Oh, I feel that, brother.
Yeah.
I can control my own.
Yippee! Hooray! But look at this though, the map pressure has struggled so much, SO. They haven't found a good gateway into A site yet. Enzo though on the deep lure, the frenzy reigns supreme. Up close, personal, you just can't beat it.
Kunichi's in such a great position to flank here. It may not even be a flank, this may just be a...
No, Kunichi has a spike.
Oh, there has to be so careful.
Hawkats! Blinded.
Oh, there it is. Oh, Kunichi, no, wait! Kunichi's alive! A free gateway over to B site! Completely unstopped.
This is going to allow a really, really strong after plant now for the members of SO. And so because of that, I wonder if for EZ, they actually just stack together and go as 3. So from the looks of things, from mid, Cesar has given his position away. This may get EZ to go into this even faster. And then
Decoy is out.
Not wasting any time here, are they, Keg?
No, they don't have time to waste any time. Decoy is out. Same positions we've seen before for the post plant. Snake bite this time. That's Sova though in the reversing sides in the same exact clutch. Found themselves peeking out a little too far, but Kunichi this time playing much more carefully. The frenzies are out, but it's not enough.
One
The sheriffs,
enemy
they
remaining.
might do the trick. A 1v1 turned around. Enzo gotta save the day. 9-6 frenzies only. Unstoppable.
If it works, Cake, and it feels like the only limitations there was ammunition, as both players have a little moment where they run out of ammo, panic a bit, stare at each other, do the sort of helpless click, click, click you do when you're out of ammo. Dry firing guns is very bad for them, don't do it regularly.
Oh.
Okay. You didn't know that?
Eh.
You're an
Maybe I-
American, Cake. You're meant to live and breathe guns.
Oh, you're right. My
You're in
bad.
your 20s. I'd expected you to have at least 2 patents by now.
Ugh. I don't know how to respond to that. I make love, not war, Kremer.
Oh, I fail at both.
Oh, unlucky. It's okay.
No.
We're Valorant players. We're used to it. But this is a default coming out from SO. This is a strong start for pressure that is being applied from SO's side. There is that pillar, though, that Enzo's hiding in. The spike. Unaware of this location, the Viper's little mini pit that comes forward is going to block out that vision and allow Enzo to escape.
He's lucky he's able to get out there for a moment. It looked like that Ares was almost had his name on it there. SO, they're being given a lot of space to get over from the safe site. It looks like retake setup from EZ with the Killjoy utility, but that Killjoy utility is planted so heavily towards A main that it may end up working against them.
And look at this. You chase two rabbits, you lose them both. EZ have divided themselves out mostly towards A side, but they haven't fully over-rotated. And all because of that, they've predicted the full rotation.
30 seconds
Abilities
left.
everywhere, utility gone down on A. It's all up to SO to go for the entire way back. A full rotation back over towards B site, but though, there's still people there. Kremer's already discovered at least one, maybe make that two. It's like playing bowling. A spare for Kremer. Oh,
10 seconds left.
but can he get one more? A 3K would help relieve all this pressure. It would stop SO in their
remaining.
tracks, and it looks like they're on their way to do so. They are does it, followed by there.
That's the defense I think that EZ were like desperately looking for, which is they forced SO away from their first target being that A site. They send them to B with only 20 seconds left, and without the utility, that's when the other caster, or in this case Keg, is able to swing and get those long-range duels. And you see, he had 3 players who could have fought him there, but because he's at such a range, the sort of range where the frenzy just becomes more of a flashlight than it does an actual gun. And that's where he's able to take that fight, isolate those players. Really, really good round on the strategic level from SO, but we'll see what EZ can now do and if they can replicate that.
There's still no mid pressure though. EZ have recognized the fact that holding mid is essentially useless when it's perma-smoke towards the back. Could this be EZ's downfall? Dun dun dun.
Dun 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 dun. No, that wasn't Keg walking down the stairs. That was the sound of EZ struggling in the mid-round once again.
I mean, it could have been me going down the stairs.
Sorry, that was quite a low blow, wasn't it? So,
Well, I hope it's not too low, otherwise I would be able to walk down the stairs.
that's true. It's sort of gravity assisted, isn't
My
it?
ankles. I'm gonna slip and fall. Slipping on an apple peel.
Did you ever do that as a kid? Sort of like slide down the stairs by falling on your coccyx?
Yes. And I sprained my finger because I ran up on all fours up the stairs once. I'd like to say that I was 8 years old, but I think I was 14.
that could have happened at anywhere between the ages of 8 and 28, brother, don't worry.
I think I could still do it. I'm not 28 just yet, and I hope I never will be, but let's see. I'm gonna stay young forever, Krem, and so does the other caster, Kremer. Can you stay alive forever? Possibly with this, though. The Rocket's good for one, maybe
enemy
bring that to a
remaining.
second. The 2K Master. Unbelievable. And even through all the smokes, Zora gives it a fair country shot, but it's not enough.
That was such a clean retake there from EZ. I loved that, Keg. We saw what was a really, really fast push towards the mouth of main, expecting that SO were going to be playing off-site, which is a surprising decision to make as well. Bear in mind that they have frenzies. But the showstopper clears the entrance. They then send a player through, the Euroclone through beforehand, so they find out where Enzo is, which means that Keg doesn't have to worry about Olim's positioning, because Keg is also able to double down and get a Konichi. Very, very cool round.
What can I
won't lie.
say? I'm just such a great player. Oh,
Only one round now, innit?
yeah. And that Viper wall goes down so
Close.
early.
It does.
Oh,
Your race not a
Krem.
good combo to walk into. Your race Omen is even bad. Or even worse, even. It's like a brilliant thing at the same time.
Really great guiding light here.
I know exactly.
Underway. How much more distance do you want to take? The farther you go, the less resources you have, but the neural theft evens things up. They are forced to escape. Kunichi, a great angle, cross contact inside of A site. Inside of B, excuse me. Kunichi still waiting. Good for the dash back over. Losing one half of the block. Brings out another. Olim is there to run him down. Kunichi to follow up. Great double cross contact. No one can escape. Full rifle someone. Who are you gonna call? You gotta call someone or somebody. But someone's finding all the somebodies he needs to bring up the 2, but not enough. Kunichi again for 3.
Konichi is like he's a demon on this frenzy at the moment, KK. I'd like to see the score one just a moment. We can actually see how well he's doing. There you go, both
14, 13.
and Cesora.
15 assists.
Well, I suppose when you have frenzies, you depend on your utility a lot more. So you're going to be more conscious about calling for flashes, calling for Spitzer on the Viper to delay pushes. It makes quite a bit of sense, actually, why the assists would be higher. And also self-flashes. So I imagine they also flash teammates every now and then.
Oh, man. Who was it? Lacey? I think in one of the Game Changers tournaments dropped 100 assists in the game.
Wow. The team flashes are real. Nine assists every round.
Yeah, that's incredible.
You see, that is a flashes player I can get behind. I can support that.
I don't think you can get 9 assists around. Maybe it was across the whole series it was 100.
It sounds like across the whole series. Either way, that's pretty damn good.
That's
You know what
incredible.
is also pretty damn good is how SO are going to try and take this A site with frenzies and naught else. No hope from no one else. And now for EZ, the Odins and the Ares. They're going to buy a lot of time here.
Yeah, this pacing has gone down considerably. At least Pillar has been discovered. Krem is so focused on making sure no one can cross in the mid, at least safely. And so, I'm sorry, Cesora forced to hide inside the Pillar still, unable to move. They've lost that cyber cage. They can try to dance around it a little bit longer. Dance with the devil and test their fate. It's not the best idea in the world, but the perma-smoke in mid will just save the day. Cesora can freely pass by. Someone, on the other hand, a one-and-done angle. Getting so close to the corner, a guaranteed showstopper. That leaves A-side so exposed besides the spike. Now, equipped with an Odin. Comes on the other side, good for one. Doing the Odin due diligence, and Spike is on the other side, throwing the other half down. He leaves it down to 1. And never mind, Cesora, the lurking wonder child. Well, unfortunately, will not have another play day.
The other caster has such a good round here, knowing when to leave Cesora and instead go to support the A site. And that's made the second the Killjoy makes contact, really, really good call to then take the longer rotation so we can set up a crossfire with the Sova. The decision making from Cake here in general is very damn good. And then having the extra aim to help out, I mean, who's not going to complain about aiming a bit better for a round? The Spike also doing very well to get to before falling. And, well, with that, our differential, it's back once again to 1.
Standing ahead.
Turret out.
Great recon dart in the beginning. The anti-info might just be enough to know not too many people have crossed in the border of Aim's choke. Hunter's Fury is out though. Unfortunately, does not connect with anybody. Oh, I think Krem may have seen them. Oh, no, perhaps not. I was looking at the border outlines of the spike, thinking that they were an enemy player, but certainly wouldn't be right. That's how you know it's Sunday.
Over smoke, that Odin. I wonder how I feel about the Omen at the moment.
There.
I say I wonder. That's only I know. But I feel like with the Odin, you're putting a lot of risk on that first line of attack. And once that falls, repositioning with an Odin can be pretty damn bad. Or pretty damn hard even. The Seekers available for the Sky means that for SO, they could very well just pop these Seekers on another site and then go for an execution elsewhere. Or better still, do it as they walk in.
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense too. It frees up a lot of that opposition on the A side that they think may be clear. There it is.
30 seconds
The Seekers
left.
are out now, pressuring towards the back lanes again, especially the Spike. Sure, yeah, you're able to evade at least your cabbage, but what about the Odin? Now you're exposed, way out in the open. But at the same exact time, these attackers are losing their lives so quickly. Paranoia is out, delete swings, not once but twice. The turret there, the shut down
10
the Odin.
seconds left.
It's not enough, Enzo on the other side. The turret finally broken, but it won't cross. It's everything else. He leaves it now to just the singular Omen.
Okay,
And
done.
Onlee gets deleted. An even game.
Ben, this is so much more even than I thought it would be. As for EZ here, bearing in mind that you've shown that you're playing Afterplants quite loose. They're playing retake on this A site. They're relying on the spike to do the majority of the damage on the entry to the site to allow their util to just finish the retake for them. For SO, I think with that Omen ult into site, realizing how passively EZ are playing it, this may now be the trigger for a faster round onto that A site.
Yeah, once again, easy to bringing those Odins back out. They've been single-handedly great at shutting down various lanes.
Yeah, that's very true. Who'd have thought that a couple of thousand light machine gun would beat the handheld less than 500 bucks little Frenzy?
I mean, the Odin is just a bigger, faster, and heavier Frenzy, if you think about it.
So as a gun nut, every part of that sentence hurt me, Keg. But you know what?
Nice.
You are technically right. You are technically true.
Nice!
Nice.
I always like being technically true.
The gun the Frenzy is based on is also very, very cool. So I like the fact they gave that little nod. I like the fact that Olam is also able to do such theatrics with it. As Keg isn't able to get the hell out of
Good.
Apparently, I'm not able to escape. All over the site, though, these defenders are separated out. Someone saved by, well, Krem. Coming out of nowhere with that European
player
ping. Good for
standing.
at least one. Could this be it? No.
Ooh.
I was teased for a second. I thought maybe for a second that could have been an ace, but it's only a 4K. I say that as if it's not an achievement in of itself.
They're going to have to keep him. Do they save the Odin? All they do is the economic restraint of not being able to afford it is also not going to be there. Also, with only a handful of rounds left, that Odin's going to be set. It's going to be set for the rest of this game.
All I gotta say, Krem, you're about to drop 30. I hate to interrupt you, but you're doing really well.
Oh, my back's hurting a little bit, Keg, I won't lie, but nonetheless. Yeah, 10 assists as well. I'm doing everyone's job right now. But the other caster is having a very good game, and I think now that we've guaranteed that there's going to be an Odin for the rest of the map, I wonder if SO either completely commit to it or they just avoid it like the plague.
Oh, speaking of committal,
One enemy
there and
remaining.
there, they're over
Spike
there,
down,
there and
B.
there, watch out! And leaves it down to just Olam. The round just started, now it's over.
Oh, Keg. That was a very fast round to lose and give your
Match
opponents
point.
map points on. If there ever was a time for a timeout to talk about the Frenzy strats, now would be it. Luckily for SO, they do have the showstopper, which is definitely going to help them in these initial site takes.
I'm glad that SO decided to the very end to keep saving. Economic warriors.
That is true. The economic warfare is the real war. Let's be honest, Keg.
They're winning
right-
the long-term game.
This is
Here.
a couple of years from now. He's going to go into economic collapse.
Their
Then-
supply chain management goes crazy, dude. Oh, I guess supply chain management has nothing to do with an Odin to the face. Never mind. The showstopper. Full on anarchy all over from these attackers. The Odin's down. That's strong, but keep in mind, you take over B, that's great, but it's I'm sorry, not conspiracially, but conspicuously empty. And there is a KJ lockdown that could very well be used for the post plant.
Grenade.
Conspiratoriously, you could say, as they get onto that site.
Conspiratoriously is how you say it? Oh.
I know exactly.
Supreme. Your old theft is going to be
Spike
used.
planted.
There is the theirs.
Last player
However,
standing.
that raised utility may deliver the final blow. It's all on someone to do something against SO. With the afterplant already in proceeds now. That lockdown is too far gone to be used at this point. Already pinged, it may just be a matter of damage here and at least try to do a dent in SO's economy.
It's interesting too, because someone's name has 2 words in it, S and O, but he's playing for the opposite team. The team that he's named after might very well usurp him. 11 to 12.
Make it make sense for me, Keg.
The numbers, Mason, what do they mean?
Someone, we don't know who, is playing for somewhat of a team. Remember, there is overtime enabled in this. We do not accept draws, so we may be here for a good while, especially if it comes down to can the Frenzies win a round on defense. And it will come down to can he then win a round on attack.
I am not against having overtime for Sunset. This is my second
it's
time
gonna
ever
be fun.
casting it, and if we already get an OT, that'd be crazy.
Trial by fire, isn't it?
It really is. I mean, for all of us in casting, that's kind of how it is when new maps get released anyways.
Yeah, that's very true. Very true.
This elbow.
The timing there.
Oh, the Odin once again! The
Spike
spike!
down A.
God.
Spiking all of SO to the wall! They only need to get rid of delete.
That was hot.
That's a
That was
decoy.
real hot.
Blast packs heard in the distance. Delete. Slicing that pie one by one, as careful can be. The Odin's on the other side. The double swing should surely end this all. The Odin falls. Delete doesn't know about the other, but they go for Yoru. Oh, they're playing with their food. Surrounded already, and Krem is the one to bring it
Defenders
home.
win.
13-11.
My word, we saw in real time what anti-stratting can do. We thought the long-range duels would be where the game was decided, but no, it came down to one very large gun and a very little inch of determination. What an upset.
Yo!
Yeah, that was wild.
Thank you, Keg Kremer 3.
Thank you, thank you.
Hope you enjoyed the games. Appreciate the cast. Catch you guys later. All right, chat. That was Keg and Kremer 3. There's the button. I had to switch PCs between games. All my buttons are in the wrong place. Excellent cast as always. Congratulations. I predicted wrong. I thought the Immortals had that shit, man. I think we had a bit of a hero performance from the Spike that game. Link our socials. Go ahead. Drop them. We got Keg, Cass, and Kremer 32. Am I guessing right? Or just added himself. The Odin is the bane of our existence. At Keg Shout. See, just you can drop the Twitter link. Or is it X now? Does anybody call it X yet? Or what? You don't have perms? Oh shit, I got you. Kremer. Okay. There's their X's, chat. All right, chat. Is Game Changers Grand Final still going on? Oh my god, it is. We got a raid. Who's watching it right now? Let's see. That's what I'm talking about. Udon. Tarek. Sean. Wait, Sean Garris is live? I don't see him. I do not believe Sean is watch partying. We'll go to Tarek. I'd normally never raid Tarek. However, I want to go watch the Game Changers Grand Finals. And he's where I'll be going. So enjoy those games, chat. Thank you for tuning in to the Underpeel. I'll catch you tomorrow morning for VOD review. Peace out. Enjoy Game Changers.